Hello children, how are you? It's nice to be with you again. Hope you're keeping well and staying safe. This week we're going to be learning about patterns. Patterns are all around us. You see them outside and inside and sometimes even in what we're wearing. I'm going to show you a picture of a pattern. What do you think about when you see this pattern? Can you think of an animal that has a pattern like this? Can you guess what it is? Can you guess? Yes, it's a tiger. Pattern of a tiger. What about this pattern? Can you think of a creature that has a pattern like this? It's an interesting one, isn't it? Have you guessed what it is? Yes, it's a snake. What about this pattern? Have you thought of an animal that has a pattern like this? Have you worked it out? What animal is black and white? I bet you've got it. Yes, it's a zebra. A zebra has a pattern like this. And here we've got one more. What animal has a pattern like this? Have you worked it out? Have you thought it's a really tall animal? Have you got it? Yes, it's a giraffe. A giraffe has a pattern like this, doesn't it? Our story this week is about a giraffe. It's called Giraffes Can't Dance by Giles Andre and illustrated by Guy Parker Rees. I hope you enjoy it. Gerald the giraffe, ready? Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were rather bendy and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees, but when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Dear, look. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he was really rather bad. So he looks worried, doesn't he? The warthogs started waltzing, and the rhinos rocked and rolled. The lions danced a tango, which was elegant and bold. The chimps all did the cha-cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Scottish reel is a type of dance. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked towards the floor, but the lions saw him coming and they soon began to roar. Hey, look at clumsy Gerald, the animals all laughed. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, don't be daft. Oh dear, poor Gerald. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. They're right, he thought. I'm useless. I feel such a clot. So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before. So sad and so alone. You see him up there? That's because everybody laughed at him. It's a bit sad, isn't it? I wonder what happens next. Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. Excuse me, coughed a cricket, who'd seen Gerald earlier on. But sometimes when you're different, you need a different song. You see the cricket on the leaf. Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. It's listening very carefully, isn't he? With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying and his tail was swishing round. He threw his arms out sideways and swung them everywhere. And then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. That's certainly pretty clever. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. I am dancing, yes, I'm dancing. I am dancing, Gerald cried. Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream. Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen." Can you see them all watching? How is it you can dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how. But Gerald simply twizzled round and finished with a bow. They're all throwing flowers. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. "We all can dance," he said, "when we find the music that we love." That was a lovely story, wasn't it? Are you any good at dancing? Have you found the music that you love? Not sure I have. We can all do different things, can't we? I wonder what you're good at doing. Do you know, I was wondering this week, if maybe you could find out about some of these animals. Which animal would you like to find out about? Maybe you could look up some information books and find out some facts about giraffes, zebras, snakes and tigers. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Next time you go out and about or around the house or in the garden, see if you can spot some patterns around. Have a lovely week, children. Take care. Be good. Bye.